Abundance and gratitude. This is your beautiful spirit warrior, your spiritual investigator. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share the content. Let me just say, I was sitting back and I was watching something, y'all. I need to light my polish on, so I need to cleanse the energy. But so check this out. So I'm sitting back today and I got two downloads today. And the main one I really want to talk about is the demonic phallus and the demonic womb, right? Because this is going to coincide with what I'm going to talk about in my next video. Now, when it comes down to the demonic phallus and the karmic wound, I'm talking about low vibrational people who are just flying by the seat of their pants, right? And what I mean by that is that I'm talking about karmic mothers that have given birth to karmic sons and daughters, okay? Right? And the thing about that is that the people who have these mommy and daddy wounds were birthed out of a situation in which either they were unwanted or they were raised in a way not to treat the opposite sex in which they should be treated. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of karmic masculines out here, and majority of them that have mommy issues, they were raised by mothers, and these mothers with these karmic wounds, because my polysalto will not light. I gotta go get my other lighter. These karmic masculines were birthed through karmic canals, cursed canals from these karmic mothers, these demonic vessels, right? And because they were birthed in a way in which either they were unwanted or seen as an inconvenience, they felt like because they were already damaged, right, by the man that gave them the child, whether it be forcefully or not forcefully, right? They blame their sons and daughters, right? And remember, a hurt person will hurt a hurt person, right? But a hurt mother or a hurt father will hurt their children in such a way that they will damage them in such a way that they don't want to break the curse off of their bloodline. They continue it on forth, and then these children are raised and molded to be 10 times worse than what their parents were, and then they send them out here into the world to manipulate, to seek, discover, destroy, steal, and kill innocent people, right? You have karmic mothers that have given birth to karmic sons and have completely taught them a game of playing with females' emotions, time, and manipulating them for their wealth, for their any type of wealth that they have, whether it be her having her own place, her having a good job, her having a job, period. Anything and anything that could bring him abundance, his mother is teaching him that. Because a lot of us, 99.9% of us, are raised in single family homes, and the mother is the one that is raising the children, right? And when the mother is left to raise her children by herself, it leaves a scar on her spirit. It leaves a scar on her heart. Her heart no longer beats in unconditional love. She has now a hole with an ice pump in it because of what she invited into her energy, because she wasn't taught better. So it's like a chain reaction through generation to generation to generation. And now that we are in a time where we're not in the year of the rat, okay, and we are in the year of the snake, okay. When you think about it, right? A snake is very wise, right? In spirituality, the snake is very wise. And if a lot of people didn't understand that we actually have a 13th month year, which means that we have a 13th month calendar, which means it's 13 months in a year. And it's one main missing sign that people fail to recognize, and nobody wants to talk about this zodiac sign. But this zodiac is actually the 13th zodiac sign, which is actually Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is actually, and some people call it Ophiuchus, but it's Ophiuchus. And Ophiuchus zodiac sign means the serpent bearer, right? Because in the Bible, they say to be wise as a snake, right? Or was it an older person that told me be wise as a snake? I don't know. But that's an old spiritual saying. I know that for a fact. And the thing about that is that the 13th month sign is Ophiuchus. And Ophiuchus is called the serpent bearer. And if you look up the Ophiuchus zodiac sign and you look up what the depiction looks like, it is a chosen one holding two snakes, holding one snake in each hand. The serpent bearer, which is called the wise one. Okay? The basically the rule breaker, the one that never was meant to come into this reality to play by the rules of societal false norms, right? And it takes me back to the demonic womb of the female, the demonic phallus of the karmic masculine. These individuals were birthed through karmic and damaged canals and damaged bloodlines. And 99.9% of us were raised in single family homes, which means that a lot of the times it was the mother taking care of the children. Okay? And in those cases, the mother is holding on to the son like that's her husband. Confirmation birth. The mothers are holding on to their sons and teaching their sons how to treat good women like trash because they don't want their sons to leave them behind because they are too weak in their own mind, body, and souls to actually take the time to heal. And then they teach their sons to be hoes, okay? Because who is the biggest hoe on this earth plane? And who actually runs around running their mouth and talks about females like they are trophies, like it's something to talk about, and then are proud to have this, to say that they have these multiple women that they're actually lying to, that they're actually manipulating and shrinking along, okay? And the whole time they were taught the game by their mothers. And a lot of these men don't see that their mothers were the problem. Had they not been so scorned from the fathers and from being fatherless, they would have raised their sons better. Because the thing about that is that these karmic masculines are now and have been running rapid, and which we call the damaged seed. The damaged offspring of the karmic mothers that bore them and gave birth to them. And because these karmic mothers do not want to be left behind, they decided that for any good woman that comes into her son's life, and no, oh, universe forbid them change the way he thinks, change the way he moves, and upgrades him and opens him up to better ways of living, understanding, moving throughout life, progression and success, building generational wealth on his own without the form of manipulation of the divine feminine, without the lying to the divine feminine, and without standing on their 10 funky toes and saying, oh, I'm a man. A man is not a man that is depending on women and manipulating divine feminine women who are walking in their light. And that's not a man. For you to come to a divine feminine and lie to her face about any and everything about yourself, especially telling her the bare minimum about your information. Okay? And then decide that you stand on your 10 toes and call yourself a man when you have children out here. And because of how your mother raised you and treated you, of course, they're still seeking approval from their mothers. So in order to get this fake approval from their mothers, these karmic vessels that bore them, they go by the rules of manipulation, cruel intentions, dangerous thoughts and actions against divine women who do not deserve it, who have children. And the thing about that is that these low vibrational masculines don't give a care in the world, and neither does their mothers. Because remember, their mothers are the ones that taught them the game. So please enter and understand that Papa Diddy Pop on the corner was not the only one telling these karmic masculines how to play games and how to play the minds of good women. But it was also the mothers that were running around here teaching their sons how to play the minds of good women, how to harm them in such ways, and how to make sure no matter what, you get you make sure she take care of you, you bring it back to me. Whether that be a female they're dealing with or their mothers. These low vibrational masculines are so running rapidly out here in this reality because they are dealing with karmic females, which also have a cursed wound. Okay? These are the things in which the cycle is now starting to be changed. For the lies, the manipulation, and the cruel intentions, and the threats to the divine feminine's life and her children was built on sand from all of these different types of connections. And the universe is not going to bless. Let me take that back. The universe is not going to give abundance to no mess. Because blessed in etymology means to be less. Right? To think in etymology means that you don't know. Government in etymology, government means to govern the mind. So it is no different from the government governing the mind, okay, of the masses. It's no different from the mother being a government over her children, teaching them all of the wrong ways of how to treat people who are actually naturally good and good to them because it's in them. And oh, universe forbid for him to fall in love with a good woman. Let me make him and create him and raise him to destroy that woman that is meant for him, and let him destroy his spiritual contract with her, and then allow our generation to go on cursed for the rest of our days for many lineages on, or allow the universe to make the mass decision, because it's not just the divine feminine and the divine masculine making judgment on situations that have dealt with in her life. It is also the divine that is making the judgment on these situations also. And not only are they cursing their own bloodlines, they're cursing their children, but now they will experience what you call being barren in all shapes, ways, and forms in this reality. Barren with abundance, barren with spirituality, barren with any type of stability, barren with children, which means there will be no more children that are going to be born from these cursed wombs. There will be no more abundance for the demonic energies that embody these energies who have been raised in such a harsh bloodline that has been cursed for millions and thousands of years. This is the year of the snake. They will endure in the year 1, and there is no turning back. The beds that they have made, they will now lay in them. And in a lot of these situations that the divine feminine has experienced with these karmic energies, they will now be freed and have been freed from these energies, because everybody's on a different timeline. And the graves that they dug for us, they dug them for themselves and their whole bloodline. There is no going back. There's no take back, sees. It was a misunderstand, see. It wasn't like that, see. It was like that. You know what song is playing in my head? That intro from SWV song. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, and your leg. It's like that, y'all. Yeah, it's like that. Spiritually, it's like that. Universe said, yep, it's like that. Because for the situations that the divine feminine and the divine masculine has been put in, is very quite disgusting. To be so relentless, to try to break someone down, to try to shut down their throat chakras, to stop them from shining, from stopping them to creating generational wealth for their families that they're raising, majority alone. To interfere with the love lives of innocent people who do not deserve to be treated in such a way. Now, the contracts that these individuals had with the divine feminine are actually lessons that we had to learn. Divine feminine and divine masculine. I speak for both. But in certain aspects, I speak to the divine feminine because we have been through by far the worst. Because in every secret, the divine feminine is the key to all things, to all life, all abundance, all consciousness, all knowledge, all wisdom, the all of the all. And everything that the divine stands for is life, nurturing, caring, building, strength. The full embodiment of the all, which is all elements of this earth plane and beyond to other dimensions and forms of reality. And because we have experienced all these different things, divine feminines, that I am actually speaking to, we enter and understand that the things that we have been through were actually lessons. And a lot of these individuals that came to us in this form of this reality were actually karmic enemies from other lives, whether it be parents, brothers and sisters, fake friends and fake cousins. We enter and understand that the families that we were actually born into were not actually our families. We enter and understand that the children that we gave birth to, when the ages started to transform and the vibrations started to change, we enter and understand that the children that we born divine feminine, yes, the children that we bore divine feminine, they were actually reincarnation of the ancestors and also the ones who are meant to be on this earth plane. For the low vibrational wounds and phalluses that are running around creating children, they will not make it. The ancestors keep saying they're going to be out for a lot of people are going to have to put on their best suits for these individuals, because a lot of things are going to be resting in peace. Because in certain situations, certain people fail to realize that they have been so relentless on their journey to destroy innocent people, especially the divine feminine, because we hold the power, that they will be either going to the same grave they dug for us, or they'll be going to the cells in which they've earned themselves into walking into. There will be no transformations for them. There will be no reincarnation for their children. There will be no reincarnation for none of their bloodlines. This is it, like Michael Jackson said. This is it for them. There is no looking back. There is no taking back. There is no misunderstanding. It is what it was, and it is how it seems. There will be no reconciliations. There will no longer be, you didn't understand. I was going to, we won't, that won't be happening. That won't be happening. That won't be happening. None of that. A remedial mind, and for you to choose to do what you've done and have been doing for quite some time. You've made your decision. Because see, when you're a child, you make mistakes. When you're an adult, you make choices. And when you made the choice to destroy someone and destroy their children and to destroy their lives, you have now made the choice for your own self, your own children, your own lineage, and your own path. And the divine feminine has really entered and understood that the way the devil comes to you, he's going to come handsome. He's going to come with a cute smile. He's going to come nice. He's going to come in a way in which you don't suspect that he's a fucked up individual. But lo and behold, they will show you over time. But because we are in the age of Aquarius and the truth is the truth and there is no denying of the truth. There is no wool over the divine feminine's eyes. There is no wool over the divine masculine's eyes anymore. Those days been over. The dog days are over. Of them dogging us out. Making us feel less than when they know for a fact we deserve the world and more. And the world has always been our oyster, divine feminine, divine masculine. The world has always been at our feet. But in their eyes, they see that we've had it so easy, relentlessly thinking that we've had it easy, but fail to realize that we've had the hardest fucking lives on this earth plane and in this reality. We have just chosen to heal and choose the path of the middle way. And of right knowledge, and to stand under the magnum opus, and to understand the square and the circle, and to know things beyond reading a book. Wisdom is not given, it is attained. To heal is a choice. To be cruel is a choice. To be deadly is a choice. To be a good parent is a choice. And in all these things, there were lessons that were needed to be learned. Some of them learned them and some of them didn't. But the spiritual contract that they have had with us, divine masculine and divine feminine, those contracts are over. There is no going back. There is no turning back unless you want to turn into a pillar of salt. Because the land plains of Sodom and Gomorrah are over. And the days of the dirty banana and the dirty spoiled ice cream sandwich are over too. And people don't understand that when you put out so much negative energy on people, that it actually starts to make your body rot from the inside out. You got some karmic females out here trying to figure out why their vaginas smell like a whole trash box. Wonder why they have so many health problems and issues. including the karmic masculine also. And in certain ways, in certain situations, they can go to the doctor. Because I tell you one thing, this difference between the karmic masculine and the karmic feminine. A karmic feminine will take her ass to the doctor. A karmic masculine won't take his ass to the doctor. And then when he do go and he gets these results, he's in denial about his unhealthy body. But just because the karmic feminine will go to the doctor and get her diagnosis, that don't mean she gonna tell people. I'm going to just say this. Spiritual and incurable diseases are being spread like extra, read all about it. The only thing is about that is that they're not telling everybody about it, but they're reading all about it because it's them. There will be no spinning the block. There will be no let me wait until he or she heals enough so I can try to come back in and try to put a cloak over her eyes or his eyes again. There is no more of that. We know what the fuck we know. There's no going back. There's no manipulation. There is none of that. Dog days are over. No matter how relentless these karmics are, they will never win. They have so many things going on in their environment, from the fraud that they've done on people. They have so many things going on in their lives with court issues because they decided that they wanted to lie about you and lie on you and take it to court, or steal something from you that involves the court. Do you know that there is a such thing as spiritual psychosis? Spiritual psychosis is a situation in which a person is so karmic that they will spiritually, narcissistically, relentlessly try to destroy someone from the mind. Because the mind is a very powerful tool, because no one can control it but the motherboard, that the body in which it possesses. We are walking ancient motherboards. We are the only and the first real AI, and will always forever be the first AI. We are the multidimensional beings. We are the tall black individuals that they say that they came here, but those are our ancestors. There is no space above our heads. We are in a firmament. In every religion, they show you that there is a firmament. Space is in the water. Space has always been in the water. This is exactly why they only discovered 10% of the water. And why does NASA do all of their exercises in deep diving suits and in the water? I'll wait. To have a karmic wound, a demonic wound, and to bear demonic energies onto this earth plane was the plan of Halal, the most beautiful singer, the light bearer, oh, so beautiful one. That's how the devil was coming. In a cloak of beauty, but embodying all the hate. For any karmic energy that have fallen from grace, they will continue to fall from grace. They will continue to experience the karma in which they are enduring. The chosen will not be helping you. You made a judgment upon us. Now judgment has been made upon you. Not just through the divine, but it has been made through the chosen, because we are embodying the divine, and we have chosen what we have chosen because it was the middle way. We are the only ones that have the right to make judgment on any situation that we have experienced in our lives. And the divine and our ancestors stand with us, including yours. Because in a lot of situations, a lot of these bloodlines that have these karmic energies running through them, a lot of the ancestors was hoping that they could break the damn curse off the bloodlines, but they never did and didn't do it and didn't make the right decisions. They allowed someone else to make decisions for them. The thing about that is that low vibrational karmic masculines are so low vibrational that they will allow anyone to manipulate their feeble minds to make the wrong decision, and then they'll blame everybody else for what they've done. But you're grown, right? So you had a choice to make and you made your choice. Same with a karmic female. She made her choice. There is no coming back from that. And for the last couple of days, I've been feeling this type of energy of overcoming, of enlightenment, of more and more knowledge flowing in. Why? Because I have chosen the middle way. Like so many other divine masculines and divine feminines, we stand together as one body, one soul, but move as one accord, one band, one motherfucking sound. The God frequency that we embody, which is the Christ consciousness, which is our higher selves. Because to go to hell is to be in your lower self. It is a metaphor, but physically, these people will endure the same things that they wanted us to endure. They will endure worse than what they wanted us to have in every way that they wanted us to have it. This is not a message of hate. This is a message of we know what we know. Confirmation bird. We know what we know. We see what we're supposed to see. Not just from the two eyes, but from our spiritual eye that we have. Not from just the brain that is on top of your shoulders, but also your lower brain, which is your gut. Because these things have taken place, and because these things have happened to us, divine masculine and divine feminine, we will have abundance for all the days of our life and everlasting life, because we are living in our higher selves, and we will not be shunned away from our natural born energy, which is the Christ consciousness. No matter how bad these negative energies want to get back in our energy, they will be blocked at every turn, at every corner. They will have so much to endure in their lives that they will either wither away, and the same graves they dug for us, they will fall in them. Abundance and gratitude. I just wanted to get this message. I just wanted to relieve this stress.